All right. We've got Brady
The weekly finding.
with your weekly finding.
I mean, this is even a finding. This is probably one of the most important things that I see as a miss when I'm looking at Google Ads accounts.
It looks like you're filtering by cost. The Brady special.
When you're doing audits, when you're not
We'll
a part of
talk
the
about this.
company.
I mean, I've heard you say this literally 1,000 times.
Yeah, but it's one of the easiest high-level wins that then unpacks like a lot of the rest of the things I do.
Tell them what you mean, because you just tell them what you tell me and everyone else every day.
So, I mean, I sort by cost when I do these because I'm not a part of the company. I usually know what they're prioritizing, but if you don't know that, look at what they're investing in.
So in that cost column, you see the arrow down. That's what he's referring to. So he's clicking and essentially sorting campaigns at the top spend the most, campaigns that spend the least on the bottom. And his hypothesis is, if this is where they're spending the most money, this is where the greatest opportunity lies.
Yeah, it's kind of dual facet. Like it tells me what they care about because they're investing in it, but then also it's where the most money's going. And so any change I find in that area has the most power to make an impact. But what I'm pointing out on this is really the three far right columns and its impression share. And to me, they are the most underutilized and powerful columns in Google Ads. And so
underutilized? Who doesn't look at impression share?
a lot of people don't look at impression share, loss due to rank, loss due to budget, and really think about what it means.
I
always see it off. And this is a good example where
this is what you and I have been doing for like 10 years together.
Yeah. I mean, it's my starting point on any account.
That's crazy. Okay.
Whether I'm getting an account launched and running, I look at it. If it's an old account that we're taking over, if I'm doing an audit in sales, like they are the first columns I look at after I understand what's being tracked.
So as a dummy, rank is relevance, budget's money.
So rank is essentially what impression share means is how often you're showing your ad when a search matches your targeting.
And now, I mean, pretty much anything related. I mean, they match you to any and everything.
Yeah, close variant matching exact match has made that tough. But the difference between rank and budget is when you're losing impression share due to rank, sometimes it's not the biggest concern because if you're using like a target CPA bidding algorithms, Google's choosing not to show your ad, even though the search matches the targeting because it doesn't think it will convert at the price you want it to. But when you're losing to budget, that's the percentage of the time you don't show an ad because you're out of budget for the day. And so I look at that first because that means a couple of things. If you love your performance from all your campaigns, you're tracking it towards revenue, you're very profitable from it, it's essentially saying you could put more money into something that's working. That's rarely the case. And so I normally look at it and say, well, you're not happy with your performance, but because you're losing impression share due to budget, you can start dissecting each campaign and cleaning up where you find wasted spend.
Yeah.
And that just means that spend that you're running out of is just going to be ported over to what's actually working in that campaign.
Well, what I always think about search impression share is even more fundamental than that. It's, you got a cost per conversion of $211 on your number one campaign. It appears to be one of your top performing campaigns when it comes to volume and cost. You only have 18% market share because you're running out of money or irrelevant most of the time.
Yeah, and honestly, the way they were tracking that ROAS column isn't something like to fully believe in, but it's the best they had. It wasn't actual revenue. But yeah, to your point, at the highest level, you just say those two campaigns.
Yeah, why are we wasting...
One ROAS is 0.06, the other is 0.03. The one that's 0.06 is losing impression share due to budget by 21%. Take money out of the 0.03 and put it into
71, put it in the 92 and double your results.
Yeah. And then beyond that, what I also notice in accounts is they're losing impression share due to rank because of tracking, conversion rates, the lack of reflecting value. And so a lot of times you lose to rank because it's dodging high cost per click. Because with average conversion rates, it sees a higher cost per click and it says, no way can I hit my goal CPA or my ROAS for this intent. It costs way too much.